Hello friend, welcome to a new video from Netn. In this video, I show you how to create a private storage cloud on your Windows computer. I choose Nextcloud because it's easy to install and completely free. Because Nextcloud only allows installation on Linux operating systems, I will use VirtualBox Hypervisor. You can use many different Linux operating systems, but I recommend using Ubuntu. After downloading the Ubuntu Server OS installer, open VirtualBox and create a new virtual machine for yourself. You can name it as you like. In this video I named it Nextcloud for easy remembering. Minimum memory capacity is 2 GB, but I recommend up to 4 GB. You choose the hard disk capacity that suits your storage needs. I choose 30 GB. Now, select the newly created virtual machine and click on Settings. Go to the Storage tab, select the downloaded Ubuntu Server ISO. Since I need to access Nextcloud storage from the internet, I will set up the network in bridged mode. You click the Start button to start installing the virtual machine. You wait a moment to move on to the next step. You will be asked to select the language and keyboard. You set it accordingly. There are two versions of installation, full and minimal. For creating cloud hosting I just choose to install minimal Ubuntu server. Setting a static IP address is required, so you must set up the steps as above. This IP address will be different depending on your local network. Next are the storage settings that I recommend by default. In this step you set up a username and password. You need to remember this information to use in the following steps. Next, you install more OpenSSH server for easy remote access. It will take about 5 to 10 minutes for the installation to complete. The installation of Ubuntu Server operating system on VirtualBox is complete. If you forgot the IP address of the virtual machine, use the IPA command. You can enter the commands directly into this window to install Nextcloud, but I recommend connecting to the virtual machine via SSH will be easier. You open the command window and enter the command as above. Replace username and IP address that works for you. Then use the above two commands to update the Ubuntu Server operating system. And this is the step we've been waiting for, install Nextcloud. This command you will find in the description of the video. At this point you have Nextcloud installed. Next open a web browser and enter a static IP address with HTTP prefix. You will be asked to create a username and password. Please create and remember it. You'll find yourself logged in as the admin user, where you can start your Nextcloud. However, to access this cloud storage from the internet, you need to set up the next steps. If your public IP address is dynamic, you need DuckDNS. DuckDNS is completely free. You just need to register an account, create a suitable domain name for yourself. Choose your domain name, choose your operating system, and you will be guided through the installation of DuckDNS client. The DuckDNS client software will ask you to install Java, so please install Java on your computer. As you have seen, your public IP address has been updated successfully. To access the cloud storage, you need to open the port on your router. The port to open for Nextcloud is 80. You need to enter the correct IP address of Nextcloud. By default, Nextcloud will restrict access, so you need to add a command to allow access. This command you will find in the description of the video. At this point, the Nextcloud server is done. The next step is to install the Nextcloud app. Nextcloud supports Windows, Android, and iOS operating systems. You download and install Nextcloud on your Windows computer. Enter your domain name correctly. You have successfully connected to your cloud storage server from the internet. You do the same on smartphones using Android or iOS. Download the Nextcloud app and open it. Enter your domain name correctly. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel and leave your questions in the comment section down below. Now you can upload and download data from anywhere.